cheapest versus most expensive Gibson Les Paul edition. This is the video you've all been waiting for, so let's get started. Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury shred machines here in Nottingham, England. My name is Ben Keightley, I've been playing guitar for 10 years, 5 of those professionally, and today we'll be comparing the cheapest Les Paul we have in stock versus the most expensive. So we're going to be comparing a Les Paul Premium Studio, it looks like this, with a top-of-the-line Gibson Murphy Lab 59 reissue Les Paul. The price difference between these guitars is about £6,000, so it's a lot to compare for today's episode. We're going to be running a few tests to put these guitars through their paces. I've split this YouTube video into chapters, so if you'd like to skip past some of the talking, then you can do now. So our first chapter is going to revolve around basically inspecting the guitars and looking at what the overall package is from Gibson for the money that you pay. So let's first look at the most expensive one, which is the Gibson Murphy Lab 59 reissue Les Paul. So imagine it now, it's Sunday morning, you've just got a coffee and the delivery man has brought you a beautiful Gibson Murphy Lab Les Paul. This is exactly what you'd see after opening the box. Got a brown Lifton case. Lifton is basically like the classic brown cases that the 50s Les Pauls came in. If we open it up now, making sure it's all open, you'd get this. So here we have a gorgeous heavy-aged 59 reissue Les Paul. This is in Heritage Cherry, as you can see, so you have quite a lot of red in the finish. So obviously you get the guitar. As you open this little plate up here, you see you get some case candy. So there's going to be several things in here. So first off, this guitar smells amazing. The case smells of nitro, it has a really nice kind of aroma to it. First of all, you've got your certificate of authenticity. This is the Murphy Lab edition, so you have the lacquer checking on the little binder. You'll have the serial number that matches your guitar alongside a little bit of description of the model. This is really important to keep as it certifies your guitar as an authentic product. We then get a couple bits of case candy, little tags like you would get in the 50s, a bit like vintage strings. Again, another little card that has your serial number on it. Then you'll have the Squealing Pig pre-packed checklist, which tells you everything that you need to know. And this is the gold warranty. So let's compare it to the package you get from the Gibson standard range with the Les Paul Studio. So here's the case of the Studio. As you can see, we've got a different case. This is a black USA case around the noughties period, made in Canada, as you can see from the sticker up here. Got quite a nice crocodile leather handle, which seems pretty strong. We are missing the combo lock latch, but it's quite a battered case. It's obviously very different to the new Murphy Lab. So yeah, let's have a look. We have a little blanket over this guitar, we'll lock it off. And you can see, again, a beautiful guitar. This time it's a Les Paul Studio, but this is one of the premium ones. So you can see it has a nice flame maple top, no binding, mahogany back, mahogany neck, and rosewood fingerboard, so pretty standard Les Paul specs. This one is second-hand in use, so there is a lot of wear marks on the bridge and stop tailpiece. These guitars just have standard wiring, so 2 volumes, 2 tones, 3-way switch. This guitar does not come with any case candy, and all you basically get is the guitar and the TKL case. So now let's move on from just visuals, and now let's hear the tones that these guitars can do. Okay guys, so I've just dialed in my tone now on my amplifier. Unfortunately I'm not using these Marshalls behind me, I'm actually using a Kemper Profiler, and I'm using an AC30 preset as I thought it sounded best with these two guitars. A little bit of a compression and a tube screamer. For the time being I've got no reverb because I just want you to hear the honest sound of these guitars, and I'll cut between both guitars so you can hear these open chords. So, let's hear it. isn't enough to sell you already, this natural tone of this guitar is absolutely beautiful. It really has that snarl of Les Paul. And I was just playing supersonic there. You could hear every interval of that chord. Slightly out of tune. But nonetheless, it sounds amazing. You can hear all of it. It's very clear. And that's because of these custom buckers. Their low wound pickups have very similar characteristics to a P90 without the hum. Obviously, they are humbuckers, but they were made to replicate the sound of a P90. Really nice honky tone. So now we've looked at the packages as well as hear the tones of these two guitars. What are my final thoughts? Well, obviously, as you'd expect, I prefer the Murphy Lab, like in terms of just playing the guitar and disregarding the monetary value of them. The Murphy Lab performed better. I feel like the tonality was better. I really like the look and finish of it. The whole package is a lot more grand, and even the case smelled better. But obviously, that is not the only factor we need to contribute into this when we're giving a good demo for you guys. For everyone, a price is always a big factor when buying a guitar. The reason for that is obviously kind of a concept called diminishing returns, and this applies to all products that have ever been made. As you pay more, you obviously get a better product, but the amount that that product increased by diminishes as you get into the higher monetary value. So let's just run over what I really liked about each guitar. Let's start with the Wine Red Studio. So this studio was set up amazingly. The guitar was very easy to play, it had a nice low action, and the tone of these humbuckers were decent. I did find it to be a little bit bass heavy in areas, but I could counteract that by using the Vox AC preset on my Kemper. I really like the look of the guitar as well. Like the red was a little bit bright, but the flame maple top was a really nice added bonus for this premium studio guitar. Functionally, this guitar would be perfect for anybody, and it still does everything you need. It's a solid workhorse of a guitar. Whereas the Murphy Lab was a lot more of a premium package, I felt a lot more kind of privileged as a player. It was set up amazingly. The neck shape was a little bit better for me, a little bit thicker, a little bit more rounded. Definitely a neck shape I prefer. And the tones from the custom buckers are my favourite pickups. They have that PAF tone, so almost a bit like a P90, but obviously with more output and less hum. But it has that very true organic tone of the strings, as they aren't potted and they're very low whine, so you get a lot of treble and that kind of upper mid-range. Obviously for this guitar, why it's so expensive is A, it's a custom shop instrument, so you have obviously vintage specs, which obviously cost more money. You have vintage building techniques, which obviously cost more money in man hours, so you have the long neck tenon, the high glue construction, the aniline dies on the back, and then obviously the Murphy Lab tax on top with the checking, the sanding, whatever it may, alongside the lovely leather-bound case and all the case candy. A lot more thought has gone into it, and there's a lot more of a handcrafted element to this guitar. Personally, if I was in the market for a new Les Paul, I would save up my money and get a Murphy Lab, or at least a custom shop guitar, because I do think there is a difference, and I think the overall resonance of the guitars are better with the Murphy Lab. When I touch the headstock of the Murphy Lab, it just absolutely zings energy. It has so much life. The whole of the guitar is resonating, which really improves my playing because I can feel it as well as hear it, which is a massive deal. Whereas on the studio, I didn't really get that because obviously the lacquer is so thick with a lot of plasticizer, it's hard to fully feel the resonance of the guitar. Again, it still works, it's just, it wasn't as good of a playing experience. Anyways, I've babbled on for long enough. Let me know in the comment section below which one you thought was the best, or which sounded the best. But thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. We're really happy with the response we're getting from these videos. We really appreciate every comment, like, and subscribe, so thank you so much. To subscribe, just simply go down to the bottom of this video and you'll see the button that says subscribe. Click that, it's free, and make sure to click the bell icon. That means that you're notified next time we make a post, so you're the first to see it. But thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. We'll see you in the next one. This has been Squealing Pig Guitars. I'll see you soon.